Welcome back! So in this video we will be installing the lights and the watering system to the vertical farm. Let's get started. For this upgrade you will need a water pump, a 60mm plastic tube, a flex tube which has the same inner diameter as the pump's output. You will need 4 white 30cm long LED strips, some wires from an old USB cable, 2 and 3 screw terminals, an Arduino Nano for controlling the system, a 12V and 5V relay, a 12V and 5V power supply, and a big bucket with a lid. The first thing you want to do is to upload the code to the Arduino, which is provided in the description via USB cable. Solder wires to the ground and 5V terminals on the Arduino. Solder another pair of wires to the other G and D and D12 terminal. Solder the ground and D12 wires to the 5V relay's control pins. Make a solder bridge between one of the 12V relay's control pins and the normally open pin of the 5V relay. Take one of your LED strips and solder the positive wire to the normally closed terminal of the 5V relay. Solder the negative wire to the 12V relay's second control pin. If you now connect the 12V power supply's negative cable to the LED strip's negative and the positive to the common on the 5V relay, you should automatically see the LEDs lighting up. Take your water pump and cut its power cord in half. Strip the individual wires. Connect them to the 3 screw terminals as shown. Take 2 more thick wires and connect them as well. Solder the other ends to the common and normally open terminals. Solder the 5V power supply's wires to the wires connected to 5V and G and D on the Arduino. Isolate every exposed contact with hot glue or liquid electrical tape. Then it's just a matter of connecting the LED strips in a chain to each other with the wires from the cable. I then took the electronics and placed them on top of the frame. Use caulking silicone to secure the LED strips in place and use pieces of duct tape to hold the strips in place while the silicone is drying, which is about a day. Then take your plastic tube and mark out the center. Mark it 10 cm from the center on each side. I then inserted a spring to make the bend somewhat round. Take a hot air gun and soften the center. Make sure to turn the pipe while softening it so the heat is evenly distributed. Then bend it 90 degrees. Heat and bend the pipe at the 2 other markings as shown. Take a spade bit with the same diameter as the flex tube and drill a hole at the center with it. Insert the flex tube into the hole and then using some silicone. Secure the other end of the flex tube to the output nozzle of the pump. Mark and drill some small holes in the tube for the watering system as shown. Then stick some silicone into the ends of the plastic tube. Let everything dry for at least 24 hours. Next day I removed the duct tape from the LEDs. Drill a hole in the bucket and cut away a piece of the edge for the flex tube and cables to fit. Place the bucket on top of the frame. Use duct tape again to hold the tubes in place temporarily. Secure some screws on each side of the tube at both ends. Bridge the 2 screws with a zip tie holding the tube in place. Remove the duct tape. Repeat on the other 3 sides. Then fill the bucket with some water. Insert the pump. After that, mix in the nutrient liquid and stir. Secure all your electronic components to the MDF with hot glue. Then fix an extension cord to the frame with some zip ties. After that, it was a matter of plugging the cables into the sockets, put the lid on, and it is finally done. The result is amazing. The only thing that is a little disturbing though is the smell of the nutrients. So make sure you don't use the smelliest out there. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next weekend.